Established in 1964, the Nigerian Defense Academy has the mandate of training officer cadets in the acquisition of skills, knowledge and values desired to build upstanding military officers through comprehensive academic and military training. Since its establishment, the Academy has trained 9,429 regular officer cadets till date. Subsequently, from 1985 to 2021, a total of 5,858 regular course cadets graduated from the Academy with bachelor's degree in various fields. Considering the evolving nature of threats and the corresponding operational environment in Nigeria, the Nigerian Defense Academy has periodically reviewed its military training curriculum in line with the needs of the armed forces and the dynamics of the contemporary environment. However, since the outbreak of insurgency in Nigeria in 2009, there has not been any significant review to prepare the cadets for dealing with contemporary asymmetric and hybrid nature of threats being witnessed in most parts of the country today. Subsequently, in 2021, a comprehensive review of the curriculum was carried out in conjunction with the Defense and Services Headquarters. The cadets of 69 regular course of the Nigerian Defense Academy were the first to go through the revised and upgraded training, which was designed to expose them to the real-life experience of what is like in the combat front lines. After 4 years of rigorous academic work, the cadets underwent a year-long intense military training to prepare them for the challenges beyond the four walls of the academy. The training package in the revised curricula exposed the cadets to the diverse operations conducted across different operating environments comprising land, maritime and air operations. The Army and Air Force cadets underwent 4 weeks basic airborne course conducted at the Airborne Wing of the Nigerian Army School of Infantry, JAGI.
The current operational environment demands physically and mentally fit officers.
A total of 162 Army and Air Force regular cadets of the 69 regular course reported to the Airborne School, and 154 were successfully graduated, with 8 of them being female cadets. This is a phenomenal achievement to have 95% pass rate in the airborne course.
I'm glad to tell you that the cadets are really responding to training, and as we have now, we have warriors ready to be shipped out of the academy to meet the challenges of the country.
Next was the amphibious course. The Army cadets were in the Amphibious Training School, Calabar, Cross River State, for another phase of specialized training where they received training on the rudiments of company amphibious operations. The training was geared towards the development of officer cadets to deliver the desired effect in all forms of amphibious operations in the combat front lines. The amphibious course was closely followed by the combat shooting training. The cadets underwent a 6 weeks extensive combat shooting at Kachia, Kaduna State. The combat shooting covered both technical and tactical shooting, with each cadet firing no less than 4,500 rounds of live ammunition during the training. The cadets were trained on precision shooting in both day and night, casualty recovery shooting on the enemy fire, small team clearing of enemy positions, and survival skills. After attaining a high level of proficiency in weapon handling and combat shooting, upon return to the academy, the cadets participated in the inter-battalion shooting competition at the Nigerian Defense Academy Shooting Range, Africa.
Haven't gone through this same process. What I saw today is by far better than what we did at the time.
72 naval cadets of 69 regular course underwent midshipman training, which lasted for 11 months at the Nigerian Naval College, Onne. The midshipman training was conducted in 4 phases. In Phase 1, The naval cadets underwent training on leadership and management, divisional duties and ship administration, while Phase 2 covered professional courses peculiar to the Navy. This phase ended with midshipman qualifying examination. Phase 3 featured security and operations. In the final phase of the midshipman training, the cadets embarked on sea operations training on board selected Navy ships for a period of 4 months. Similarly, in line with the reviewed NDA curriculum, the Air Force cadets underwent training at the Military Training Center, Nigerian Air Force Base, Kaduna. 59 Air Force cadets of 69 regular course were hosted by the Military Training Center, NAF Base, Kaduna, for their final year training, where they partook in specialized exercises throughout a period of 1 year as flight cadets. In the second and final phase, the flight cadets were sent to specialist units and training schools within the NAF base in Kaduna for their initial on-the-job training in their allotted specialist trades. Traditionally, the final year Army Cadets training culminates with exercise Camp Highland, which was hitherto conducted in 2 phases. But in the new curriculum, it was modified into 4 phases spread across 4 states. During Phase 1 of the training exercise in Makurdi, Benue State, the cadets demonstrated their assault river crossing skills across River Benue. The cadets also demonstrated their ability to conduct both silent and noisy crossing operations to simulate all aspects of assault river crossing.
As platoon commanders, they will be tasked to secure a bridgehead for the remaining body of troops, maybe at company level or battalion level, to now come and assault.
I'm highly impressed by the level of training they have received. And I believe that this crop of cadets will make very good officers in the future.
This river crossing phase was followed by the adventure training at the Citizenship and Leadership Training Center, Cherry Hills, Jos, Plateau State, where the cadets were exercised in abseiling, rappelling and watermanship training, amongst others. As part of the training on Cherry Hills, cadets had to go through a series of obstacle courses, and one of these obstacle courses is the Assault Obstacle Crossing. The Assault Obstacle Crossing concluded Phase 2 of exercise Camp Highland in Jos. This also marked the commencement of Phase 3, which was the mechanized operations hosted by the Nigerian Army Armored Corps, Bauchi. While in Bauchi, the cadets had a rare privilege of conducting a fully mechanized advance and quick attack operations with the technical support of the Infantry, Armor and Artillery Corps. The mechanized advance operation culminated into the armor firepower demonstration, where the Army cadets experienced the armor shock action at the Victor Kuri Armor Range, Bauchi. To strengthen this demonstration in a joint environment, the Nigerian Air Force provided close air support during the exercise as part of the air-land battle integration training enshrined in the revised training curriculum of the Academy. The cadets were left astonished by the demonstration of combined effect of firepower in a joint setting.
An eye-opener. It has broadened my knowledge on how effective the Army can be when there is synergy and cooperation between the combat arms, combat support arms and the sister services, especially the Nigerian Air Force.
Other activities on the range were counter-ambush drills and armor tank simultaneous firing, which concluded the mechanized operation phase in Bauchi. For the final phase of exercise Camp Highland, the cadets were moved to Kachia, Kaduna State, where they carried out a purely dismounted infantry operation. This encompassed conventional warfare such as offensive, defensive and transitional operations, as well as counter-asymmetric operations, where they occupied a forward operating base in a counter-insurgency setting. The cadets also carried out a tactical advance operation through jungle setting, covering a distance of 45 kilometers, clearing series of objectives including sniper positions, section attack, platoon and controlled adversary company positions. These operations also featured close air support by the Nigerian Air Force. From the forward operating base, the cadets carried out series of small teams operations covering fighting patrols, raids and ambushes. The tactical phase was concluded with a deliberate dawn attack on the adversary's strong position. The final activity and high point of Camp Highland 2022 was the battle inoculation at the Table Hill in Kachia. Battle inoculation simulates realistic actions on the combat front lines. In the process, the cadets learned how to react and cope with stress and endure the rigors of combat. The simulated conditions involved the use of live fire from artillery gun, armored tanks and Air Force platforms. This was aimed to thoroughly prepare the cadets for combat deployment. Some of the weapons fired during the battle inoculation include the 40mm rocket launcher, 105 pack howitzer, 155 howitzer, ST-1 tank, Sage tank, Scorpion tank, anti-aircraft gun, amongst others. The commandant of the Nigerian Defense Academy, Major General Ibrahim Mani Yusuf, appreciated the Defense Headquarters, Nigerian Army, Navy and Air Force for their support towards actualizing the revised military training curriculum, of which the cadets of 69 regular course were the first beneficiaries.
They are only able to do this because the Chief of Army Staff provided all the logistics, directed all the schools, the formations to provide the support to ensure that the cadets of 69 regular course Army turned out to be one of the best trained courses in the history of the academy. We also want to appreciate the Chief of the Air Staff, from the airborne jump to the close air support during the mechanized phase and this tactical phase. We had all the support of the Air Force. And of course, I have to mention that as part of the cadets training, they went to the naval base in Port Harcourt and had the opportunity of having a ride in the Nigerian Navy vessel for about 12 hours. So we also appreciate the Chief of the Naval Staff. And of course, the Chief of Defense Staff, who approved the curriculum of the Nigerian Defense Academy and who has been providing strategic direction for the training of the cadets generally. We want to say a big thank you to the Chief of Defense Staff and all the service chiefs.
As young officers in your career, I will be looking, like I have been looking for those who passed out last year. I will even look more closely now to the conduct of you, gentlemen officers of 69 regular course when you pass out, and I expect much more from you.
Exercise Camp Highland 2022 was climaxed with a befitting campfire night. The Army cadets showcased their drama skills, which was followed by a cultural display by the local community's cultural dance troupes. A tough and challenging journey that commenced in September 2017 finally terminates on 6th of October 2022 with the graduation of 233 officers specially molded to effectively operate in the contemporary volatile and complex operating environment. 69 regular course is unique, being the first course to run the reviewed Nigerian Defense Academy curriculum. Indeed, the Nigerian Defense Academy has fully prepared these highly motivated young officers to be fully receptive and adaptive for further training by their respective services. As they enter into the mainstream of the armed forces, the Academy is highly optimistic that they will serve our dear nation with loyalty and valor. May God guide and protect our new generation of young warrior leaders, members of the 69 regular course of the Nigerian Defense Academy.